All right. Hello, video on demand people. Hopefully, this is working. This is the correct microphone that I'm using. Okay. I hope everybody's having a good day. Video on demand people, that is. We'll give it just a little bit, see if anybody shows up. See if things are working as intended. Put my notifications. Okay. Okay. Those seem to be working. All right. So, we got two people in here. Hello, folks. No pressure to comment in chat. That's perfectly fine. Today on the Undergated podcast, they did the official announcement that Plamo 26 is going to be August 29th. Same, I believe the same date, same location as it was last year. And I am super excited. I am going to be getting my tickets tonight. Once you just wanted to hop in. Oh, you got Mecha Hack and Mission Manual? Awesome. I hope you like it. It is super easy to run with its roll under system, and as it says on the 10, very hackable. So if you want to do like Robotech or Voltron or Power Rangers, there's little bits in there for you if that's kind of your style. I've been kind of toying around the idea with using it to do a more strict Gundam narrative. But I also need to record and upload episode 2 of the Voodoo Irregulars. So I've got that to work on as well as this kit, which isn't going to get done by itself. So I got to hop on this, and I also got to work on my son and I are going to be doing 2-man roadies as a little father-son project that I'd like to bring down as well. But yeah, got the other chest plate on, and it looks, this is a little bit snug actually. Okay, yeah. So that's what it looks like with its chest open. Let's see if the camera will focus. Focus on the thing in my hand. Yeah, you can see the chest Gatling guns. Kind of the joke is that Troa, the pilot of this suit, has tinnitus from being next to those things going off because the pilot sits right here. Okay, so I figured we'd do the head and maybe get to part of the arms. I think we'll get going with that. We need A25. Now we get into the really small bits with the head. Oop, that sucked. I cut way too close there. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Either way, yeah, I figured I'd already planned on doing this, and then the Undergated folks announced the official date. So I'm going to be getting my plane ticket and my hotel room tonight. Still, I checked out the official page for PlamoExpo, And it doesn't look like they have anything up right now for registration, but I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye out on that. I'm also going to have to get a government issued ID to fly because my state decided to do that now. And my passport had expired. But me and the family are going to be getting passports later this year because we want to go up to Canada for a bit. So that should be exciting. What do we need? D1, part 11. All right, I'm not gonna juke it up this time. I do kind of like this not white, this off-white sort of plastic they have for the white pieces. I'll try to remember to keep my hands on camera for what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I have really shaky hands. Always have, probably always will. Makes lighting fireworks kind of a pain in the butt, and also doing modeling kits. Oop. Here's the side I want, and just a little bit off the side there. So I hope people's days is going as good as mine is with the announcement of this event that I've been looking forward to pretty much since Plamo 25 back in August. I kind of, not really FOMO. It just, responsibilities take precedent over the fun things, but I plan to go all out this time at Plamo. My wife gave me the go ahead to just have fun because I never really do anything like this for myself, go to like conventions or anything like that, or uh, go terribly crazy in my interests, which is pretty much Gunpla and RPGs. So she's been super, super supportive of this. And what do I need now? I need D113. I see him. I'm going to need D12 soon too. So I'm going to snip out D12 as well. Put that to the side because I don't need it immediately. Yeah, more mecha hacks to come, and I'm kind of wondering if I want to do Spectres of Brocken. It's another mecha RPG, more in the kind of anime Mecha Academy, and then the players reunite years later during the big war and might be on opposing sides and kind of have to reconcile that. It's kind of what I'd consider like a mecha drama. And it seems very much to me as a game that is very good for like a two-shot because there's two phases to it. There's the academy phase. I'm probably screwing up what the actual name of it, the phases are, but the way they resonate with me is there's the academy phase where you're all in the academy training to be pilots for one reason or another, and then there's the war phase where you come into conflict. And I think that sets up very good for a two-shot game. One day you play the academy, and it can be something fairly brief, and then go on to the war phase. But I can see it kind of being dragged out into a longer campaign. So I might give that a go. It's not really set up for a solo style. Then again, most games are not. I thought about giving Lancer another earnest chance, but I'm still on the fence about it. What's another game? Oh shoot, what's it called? Mecha Bartagula. Oh shoot, what's it called? Mecha Bartagula. That's one that I was kind of keeping an eye on. The creator posts rather infrequently, so there'll be times that I could just completely forget that this game exists. It's more a tabletop skirmish game designed for playing with, your gunplay, your mechs, your action figures. And I want to say I caught him before, I don't know, he might have had like 50 or so subscribers. Just because I'm always in the market to see a new mecha style game. There's a whole bunch of sci-fi, cyberpunk games out there. Cyberpunk isn't exactly my jam. Not that I have anything against it. I'm a fan of the medium. Uh, I just don't think I'm very good at playing it. I have enough dystopian present in my life. It's not really a realm I care to re-put myself into. Okay. Head fits together quite nicely. I didn't put the stickers on because I plan on uh painting this up. We got still got a couple of people watching. Well, that's always good. I appreciate the people who tune in, uh, even if you just have me in the background or you just turned on your laptop, let it run. I'm fine with that. This'll get to the people it should go to. I have faith in that because the more content that I make, the more likely uh, people will find it, and I don't plan on giving it up. Not that easily, anyway. All right. Time for the second nip. Okay, these parts are a lot more detailed than the regular high grade. I can already tell just in like the antenna here. And I've seen YouTube shorts and Instagram reels of people extending extending these pieces or making it so they're not so rounded. There is like this little tiny bit of plastic between there, and I'm wondering if there's a way for me to remove it without completely destroying the piece. Just want to try something really quick. You might get to see me screw this up live. So I got the blade right. Okay. I might be able to whittle this down a little bit. What I probably want is a file, like a very small file to cut into that. Because it's at a little bit at an angle. It's not completely flat. So let me just give it a shot. I think I'll worry about that a little bit later. I should be a bit more focused on completing the task that I have set myself for this evening. Right, yeah, that snaps together pretty good. Kind of hides the seam line in there very well. Normally when I do this, I have like the Undergated Network playing, or actually it's pretty much just that, just because listening to those guys, even just talk, it puts me in the zone. Because those guys, they'll talk about like competition building, which technically I am doing a competition build, but it's my first competition build, so I'm not. I'm gonna give it my all, but I don't expect to walk away with anything my first time. But I do want to put something on the table that people go like, "What the heck?" You know, at least something for people to talk about. Like, man, Johnny Moe put this down. That was pretty cool. I probably should do. I probably need to record more videos. It takes a lot of time setting up recording, and then the rendering, the uploading, all that stuff. With the lives, I can just record, do it live. YouTube takes care of the rest. I don't edit anything after the lives. I'm not sure what I would want to edit. That isn't quite taking hold the way I want it. Okay, time to get out the part separator. Try to see what's going wrong. It's not really hearing a snap. Don't want to force it too much because you don't want to hear the wrong snap. Okay, I think I see. I think I see where the issue is. I'm going to take you apart. I need to invest in sanding sponges because those are better for curved surfaces than sanding sticks. But I can only do so much with the tools I have. Not to be one to, blame my tools. It's just like this little piece right in here. I think I got it. Light cuts. Because once the plastic's off, it's off forever. And always make sure you know where your sharps are. Trying to herd your boys to bed. Oof, I completely understand that. Bedtime is gonna happen as soon as I get off here. We've tried a couple of RPGs. He is he definitely has more of a mind for game mastering than being a player. He's just full of ideas, and there we go. Wants to see him play out. Right now, he has Age of Empires, the first one, and he's been going through it. And I forgot how bad that UI is. If you're not keeping track of what your units are doing, they just stand there doing nothing and getting wiped out. And he is creating his own scenarios. He's got his own kingdom. He has his he picked a camel rider unit to kind of be his main character. So that's kind of his thing. Yeah, we tried playing D&D, and he he kind of bounced off of it because he had an idea for a druid that has a whole bunch of like weird animals and animal spirits, and the game, the class, really didn't allow him to fulfill the fantasy that he was looking for, which I understand. I get that way with D&D a lot, which is one of the reasons why I move on to other systems primarily. He also really hasn't. We consumed very different media in our upbringing. My parents let me watch the Indiana Jones movies and Top Gun when I was young, and I'm not talking, uh 10, 11, 12. Like, no, I was watching that stuff when I was like 4 and 5. So my attention for adventure and action uh is a lot more strong than his. I've sat him down to watch stuff. What was it? It was one of the Star Wars movies, and he started to cry. It was a little one, I think it was a little bit overstimulating for his little ADHD brain. And he's a little bit he indulges me, but I still think that he gets reservations about, oh, dad wants me to watch something. I'm probably not going to like it. So I try not to uh, bully him into watching the things that I like. I like watching the stuff that he likes. He's gotten really into history and things like that. Ancient history. Uh, I don't know if that was uh, I don't know if that was uh byproduct of getting him Age of Empires, or if that was just Age of Empires just happened to be the thing that he needed to like really start to investigate. And we found a National Geographic magazine a couple of weeks ago about influential historical rulers that he's been reading. Actually, I need to ask him tonight if he's still reading it, what page he's on. Okay, so these uh what I consider like what makes a Gundam is the V fin. Uh, it's to me the most iconic part of the mech, making it a Gundam, and it has these little safety tags that they have to put on because of rules and laws in Japan, and just being smart in general, putting little bits of safety plastic on uh, sharp points but I am going to do my best to remove them without damaging the V-fin terribly much. I think I'm going to actually do it this time. I think just a little bit of light sanding just to clean up the excess. I'm going to go full ham on making sure the V-fin is completely sharp. I think that's a level of detail I don't necessarily need. But I don't know, when I get down to Plamo, somebody might pull me aside and be like, hey, sharpen your points. This is the thing I do not want to drop and lose. Because I've seen reels and shorts of Gunpla builders, like they get to the V-fin part and they're being very careful and it just goes to the floor and it's cue dramatic music. It's lost forever. All right, hit it with the brush. Yeah, I think I got most of the excess off of it. Okay, what time is it? How long have we been streaming? Does it say? Oh, it gives me a little timer. Streaming for almost 27 minutes. Okay, we'll put that on. Uh-oh, it's not doing something I terribly like. It's not, its head isn't quite, uh-oh. There we go. I wonder if I can put it back in. Okay, so there we go. We've got chest and head. Let's see, zoom, focus. Okay, there we go. Head and chest. I have a couple ideas for poses because I just don't want to have it do museum pose. It's either going to be him kind of like looking down or looking up. I just kind of want to see what the range of the head up position is. It's not the best. Without it like tilting back a significant amount. I wonder if I can. I might have to extend the head. Or what I might have to do is just move it forward just a little bit. I wanted to kind of have that noir sort of like on one knee in the rain looking up. That isn't the worst. It's still not entirely where I want it to be yet. Here. Because as Coop from the other Gated podcast always say, like the diorama, the kit, whatever you put down, it should tell a story. There's you should have a story in mind when you're putting this together, even if it's, I wanted to see this Zaku in this colorway. All right, head and chest are done. We might start on arms. Got a 17. Okay, let's do 17 and 19. Those are this one. Okay. And I'm just going to do these arms one at a time. Typically when I build, if they're identical, like arms and legs. I'll do them all at once. I'm not going to do it this time because I want to be a little bit more thoughtful in the process. Okay, what do we have here? E116. This kind of feels like a different kind of plastic. Not like, not quite like resin, but definitely has a different feel to it. I should probably find out, so when I go to do paints or markers like that, I don't wind up putting something on it that's just going to eat right through it, because that is a big fear of mine doing a custom kit. It still has the ball and socket, but that's okay. Ball and socket attachments aren't the worst thing in the world. I mean, like most of the kits do have ball and sockets for the shoulders, but usually there's an extra like internal piece that give it a little bit bigger range of articulation. And for anybody in like the playback, the video on demand, if you have any questions or like anything to say, any advice on customizing a kit, building a kit, drop it down in the comments, because I am still a student of this craft. I try to watch a lot of builds. There's amazing build tutorials. The best ones that I've seen, unfortunately, are in Japanese or in some other language I do not understand. And it's hard to follow, but I try to pay attention to like what they're using, like if they're using a type of sanding product, or if they're using masking guides for panel line or scribing. I probably won't scribe because scribing tools are also not in my toolbox, and it's not a thing I feel I'm ready for, or have any particular desire to get started on that process. That will probably be a further down the line skill that I get to. Because eventually I want to do it all. I want to make sure that I got a handle on the basics, the practicals first. Even sanding, I think I'm going a little too rough on it. I just want to make sure that nub mark is gone. But yeah, if anybody goes to like conventions, hobby competitions like that, Old Dominion Open in Richmond, Virginia was just a couple of weeks ago, and Coop shared what that was like, a whole bunch of photos, and oh man, that looked like a blast. There were a whole bunch of different model kits. There was like tanks, planes, war dioramas, and it just looked like everybody was having a blast, just kind of hanging out, enjoying the craft hobby. I don't think I'll get down to ODO anytime soon. Although maybe next year, ODO will be my little convention that I go to, because I don't think I'm going to be going to Plamo next year. I think this is at least this time I want to go all out. But just want to go down, meet a whole bunch of people. I'm a fan of like a whole bunch of people that I've seen down there, continue to go down there. Ricky Glues, the Undergated folks, obviously. Builder Pen is down there. Just about anybody in the hobby that I follow on Instagram. I'm looking forward to meeting them, picking their brain. I gotta try to do this over or under the camera. Bad stress mark there. I'm not entirely sure why I'm stressing too much over the stress marks, because it's just going to get painted over. Maybe it's just a little bit of my OCD coming through. What else we got? Maybe I should be filing it this way. There we go. All right. So we've got this here. Fits in like this. Oh, need a polycap, PC3. So on the short list of modifications, it's going to be extending the neck just a little bit so I can get or even just figure out a way to move it forward so it has a little bit of more range, because I don't want him turtled up down in his pose. Trying to very subtly trick them playing. Yeah. Oh, one thing with my son is, and I've kind of learned just from like my experiences with my father, and now me being a father, trying to meet them on their level. Like if if they have a special interest, like for my son, it was animals. So when we played D&D, I thought like, oh, we should be a druid. That's kind of like an animal thing. A lot of 3D printed terrain. Man, part of me wishes I had a 3D printer, but at the same time, like I would be using that so much. I have a friend that has a 3D printer, or at least he had a 3D printer. I don't know if he still does. And the way I've come to understand that, like, if you have a friend that has a 3D printer, you have a 3D printer. Yep. I got my son has dice. These are his dice. They're blue. His favorite colors are blue and orange. So definitely had to go that route for him. His dice. They're blue. His favorite colors are blue and orange. So definitely had to go that route for him. I need an E1. E1 part 3. Yeah, took my youngest, my toddler, to the games shop, and she wanted dice. But the rule is you cannot get dice until you're 5. Just because toddlers and little kids, they like to lose things and put things where they shouldn't go. And I have no desire to go to the emergency room or call a contractor to fix things, because now a D12 is lodged somewhere in the house and screwing up the heating or something like that. Eep. So she can get her dice when she's 5, and she's already picked some out. She's a purple girl. Although she's also 2, so that color changes fairly constantly. Maybe this one too. Yep, gotta lure them in one piece at a time. Oh, I guess a recommendation. Try putting together like a treasure box. I think I showed it off on a live stream in Omen Adventures, my fantasy channel, where it's just like a big box. I have play, gold coins, and jewels, and just little bits and bobs that they could find if they played the game. Give that a shot. uh if they need just like a little bit more enticing, like, if you go on an adventure, you can find these jewels, you can find this box of treasure, and then you turn around and you just give them a mimic or something like that. Just not to be cruel or anything, just like a little initiation into the hobby. I thought I turned off all notifications on stuff. What's beeping at me? Oh, Instagram. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm not very good at the social media thing. I do have an Instagram. It's Johnny Mo. I'm pretty much Johnny Mo wherever you'd look to find a Johnny Mo. J, the number 0 HNNY underscore MO. And it's my preferred piece of social media entertainment, as I'm no longer on the Hellscape Bird app. Haven't been for well over a year now, which is a shame, because there was a lot of creative people that I like to follow that are still on that. I'm also on Blue Sky. I just I don't use it as much as I should. I think Blue Sky is very good for the TTRPG uh scene. I just, for one reason or another, I just haven't been using it for many, many months. I think I got on it a couple of months ago and made a post like, wow, I haven't been on here in a long time. Uh, maybe that maybe that's something I need to change up, is I need to get a little bit more proactive on social media, promoting the channel, the content. I'm not exactly chasing subscription. That's not that's not true. I've got a giveaway in the works right now for this channel, 05 Launch. Make it to 25 subscribers, and I'll be giving away 2 copies of Mecha Hack and the mission manual, the PDFs. I think we're sitting at 20 subscribers right now, which is 20 more than I had at the start of the year, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I figured like 25, that's like a full coffee shop. I'd like that, even if well, I'd hope not all of them are bots. Uh, okay, I think I got one more piece right here, and then I think we're gonna call it a night for the live stream. I don't want these to be terribly long. They're not typically what I would consider entertaining. I think it'd be far more entertaining to get my hands on some of the Gundam card game packs and open them with my son. I did a video doing that last month, and that was the last time I ever saw any of those cards in my in my area. Uh, but I do have something special uh, in the works. I just have to keep making more content, and hopefully content that people, you know, like and want to see more of. Because I would love to go down to Plamo and have 100 subscribers. I don't know why. I think it'd just be cool to show up as somebody still very new and fresh in the Gunpla scene. And when people ask, "Who are you?" You know, I can say like, "I'm Johnny Mo. I have a YouTube channel." Other than just like, "I'm Johnny Mo from the Sticks." Uh, but being Johnny Mo from the Sticks isn't bad. I I like me. Okay, there we are. This is the shoulder part of the heavy arms. This shows up a lot more yellow than orange on camera. Like quite a bit more. Like it's more orange like the mat is. Actually, let's bring it down. Hmm. Yeah. Opens missiles. And the latch part holds in really good. I sort of wish this back part here. I wonder if I can get the part. I'm going to need the part separator to. Uh, yeah. I sort of wish this part folded. Let's see. How does it go? It goes like this. I kind of wish I could get it to go like that and have more missiles in the side, or trying to remember how it goes in the anime. I'm gonna have to watch the show again. Yeah, go up like that. Some way, just more missiles, more Daka. I wasn't a orc player in 40k. I was a Tau player because giant robots. Okay, we'll just do a little fit right here. Let's see. I forget how these open. These open forward. It's got a pretty good articulation. I'll have to look at some more poses online. See what'll look cool. Maybe get some advice for extending the head. Because I kind of want it like in a dramatic looking up into the sky sort of pose. All right. Hey, Deshi. That piece did not want to come off. Yep, that's why good old part separator. I am not 13 anymore and using my nail and teeth to try to pry these apart anymore. I got the tools. I got the tools that I needed. I'm gonna have to sand that shoulder down just a tad more later. Yeah, so the work in progress. Progress is slow, but the important part is that it keeps happening. Like I tell my son, it's like we're looking for progress, not perfection. Which I believe is from the Equalizer movie, if I'm remembering correctly, and the line just stuck with me. All right, folks, that's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm gonna go wrangle my own little ones to bed. Thank you for hopping on. I'm super excited for Plamo 26 and showing off what I am making right now, and y'all get to be along for the journey. All right. Oh, of course, I go to the end of the stream and we get a whole bunch more people, all 5 of you. All right, well, y'all can watch the video on demand of it. Definitely more of these at least once a week. It's gonna have to be at least once a week if I want to get this done in time for Plamo. All right, we'll catch you all later. Have a good night. Bye bye.